Hello, Neil Shawnee here again from the Vanted Knowledge Bites with part two in my little series of videos about the changes that people need to make as managers to thrive in a remote environment when your team are either remote or hybrid. And certainly at the time of recording here in the middle of December, we're going back into some sort of lockdown again. I guess time will tell what that will be when it comes. But I think we can safely say for a number of years to the future, perhaps forever, remote and hybrid work will just become normal because forget COVID, people have just realized that there are many benefits to working in this way. But that doesn't change the fact that as managers, we need to upskill. Many of the tasks or many of the skills that we have as managers, they work really well face to face. They need to be employed in a different way, let's say, to work just as effectively when we're remote. And my topic for today, I call it tasking, but it's about how to manage a team by task rather than by sort of what you see around the office. When we're face to face, you're walking around, you can see your team around you, you can see how motivated they look, you can see how productive they're being, you can see whether they look like they need help, whether they look like they need support. The problem with remote is because all of our interactions tend to happen in a very formal way. We schedule a half-hour catch-up on a Friday afternoon on Teams or whatever it might be. It's much harder for us as managers to see how people are going. And managing by perceived activity levels becomes a lot, let's say, less fair, but also less effective. And what we need to focus on, and you could argue this is best practice when we're face to face as well, what we need to focus on is results, not activity. And I call this tasking because it's about setting a task for somebody and then measuring their progress in the task in a way that you can clearly give them the support they need, help them to get to where they need to get to. And then at the end of the day, you can see and give people full credit for the productivity that they're bringing. So let's say employees, particularly junior ones, but not exclusively, they need to feel that their efforts are being noticed. But when either they or the manager are working remotely, this becomes more of a problem because they don't feel noticed unless the manager takes extra steps to show appreciation or maybe some interest in their day-to-day work. But of course, that's very difficult to happen because we don't see their day-to-day work. We're all stuck there on our computers. By managing by task, rather than relying on general office communication, managers can give employees a much greater sense that their efforts have been noticed. We can help them when they're struggling on a task, but we can also give them the full credit for their successes. So what does managing by task mean? It means basing a lot, but not all, of our interaction with employees on the tasks that need to be completed. It means taking a greater interest in an employee's progress through a task rather than just acknowledging completion. And it means offering the right level of support throughout the duration of the task to make sure that people can do it without feeling that they're intruding as they try to sort of reach out to us as managers because we're remote. The key for the manager is to set tasks at the right level. Not so small that they're finished within a couple of hours, that's pointless, yet not so large that they become daunting and go on for weeks. Then the manager or the leader needs to help the employee to think through how they'll complete the task and check in to offer assistance and guidance as the task progresses. If we do that, then it brings lots of soft benefits to the employees because it becomes much easier for them to demonstrate their results. It also has benefits to us as managers because we can keep a closer eye on the progress of tasks and resolve minor problems before they become too serious. So that's what tasking is. Next time out, I'm going to share with you a conversation framework to help you through managing by task and to give your remote employees as much support as they need to be successful. I'll speak to you soon.